thanks for stopping in today. Obviously, congratulations on being named a Future 5 winner. A big recognition. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. So I am originally from the Metro Milwaukee area. I grew up right by Miller Park, graduated from Muskego High School, and went on to college at UW-Whitewater. Graduated in 2020 with a degree in finance with an emphasis in real estate. I worked out in California for 2 summers in the San Francisco Bay Area for my internship as a real estate analyst. When COVID hit in 2020, it kind of threw all the balls up in the air and messed a whole lot of different things up and made me reevaluate where I wanted to go with my career path. And I talked to my grandpa, who had worked in municipal government since the 1970s, be it as a local government leader or working as a government professional. And he said, well, look at the League of Wisconsin Municipalities website. And it brought me into the job posting for Campbellsport.
And so you're the village administrator in Campbellsport, correct?
Yep. So I'm their very first ever village administrator. So I get to forge my own path with the village board. I get to work hand in glove with them, as well as all the other great people that are on our different committees and commissions to provide a premier vision for the village itself.
Oh, excellent. Obviously, being village administrator probably takes up a lot of your time, but can you maybe tell us a little bit about what your typical day looks like?
Sure. So when I get into the office, we do a lot of, checking my emails, making sure to see who's reached out to me, who needs follow-ups that day, be it a business owner, a coworker, a different department head, kind of sift through all that. My favorite part of the day is being able to make those connections with different business owners or developers that have interest in the village and want to know kind of what's going on. Aside from all that, I interact pretty regularly with all the residents that come in and out of the office. So if they're coming in to pay taxes or water bills, or they have questions about what's going on, or even if there's a complaint about a roadway that needs to get fixed, it's always interesting to hear kind of what's on the forefront of their mind. And things pop up throughout the day, so it's not always kind of on a fixed schedule either. So if something needs my attention for the Department of Public Works, I'm pulled away and I go to help with that. If something's going on administratively with the police department, I go and I talk to our chief that way, our administrative assistant. And then anything with like budgetary needs or billing or management otherwise, that's kind of what I dive into as well.
And one of the things your nominator talked about was how passionate you are when you're interacting with people and always looking out for what's best for the community, whether it's in Campbellsport directly or in the greater Fond du Lac area. Maybe just tell us a little bit about what drives you.
Sure. So being passionate, and that passion comes from my ability to want to serve. I see myself as a servant leader, and being able to empower people to be the best version of themselves is what really wakes me up every day and makes me excited to go to work. To be able to provide a person moving into Campbellsport or the Fond du Lac County area, or a business owner that's looking to move to the area as well, passionate and be able to help them realize that their dream is a possibility. That is what really motivates me. And I'd like to get to know those individuals on a one-on-one basis. So if you come into Village Hall, 9.5 times out of 10, I'm going to probably recognize your name or your face when you're coming in, especially if you're a regular person that just comes in on a regular basis. And being able to form that connection is something that really, really makes me passionate, and why I like to work in small government like that, as opposed to a larger space.
That's excellent. And obviously the theme of the young professionals this year was really kind of brick by brick. Can you maybe tell us a little bit about what steps you took to get where you're at today?
Sure. So kind of going back to my days at college, on the second week that I was at UW-Whitewater, I had applied to be appointed to the student government. I had served in student council in high school, and I knew that I wanted to serve in a different capacity. And student government led me into all these different organizations of where I'd have input in how to allocate student segregated fees, what organizations got what funding for what missions that they have going on, participating in search and screens for different administrators, professors, different department heads at the university. As well as just being able to tackle things like parking. Parking was a really big thing at UW-Whitewater for a couple years, and being able to come up with a collaborative team to kind of address that was really good too. So a lot of my experiences in student government helped me learn how to put a collaborative aspect on a lot of things, and then being involved in my fraternity and our fraternity's government, or I guess the council's government, really pushed me forward with a lot of that as well. So I coupled that with my education at Whitewater for finance with an emphasis in real estate. So I got to learn all the ins and outs of Excel and the different models that you'd run. as well as different management techniques and everything too. So in conjunction with that, I'm currently enrolled at UW Oshkosh for my Master's of Public Administration.
Oh, awesome.
So I'm learning a lot of those different leadership techniques and going through the books and everything with that as well. And I kind of roll that all up into a big ball, you bake it, and then you have my job at Campbell Sport. And so I kind of pull that from a lot of different angles as well. So that's kind of how I got to where I would be at Campbell Sport.
Excellent. Well, again, congratulations on everything you've done. Congratulations on this award, and good luck tonight.
Thank you very much.